Hello, I'm Mike Lund, Mike Lund Food and Lund impromptu kitchen video. I always forget when I'm doing chickens that I should demonstrate how to break one down, and I don't know how to work this device that I'm videoing with, but nevertheless, here we go. There are, of course, several different ways to fabricate a chicken. This is my way. Let's see if you like it. Got some nice, gorgeous, fresh birds here from a little unknown farm outside of Stanton, Virginia, that no one's ever heard of. And I'm making a little incision here, freeing that leg up. I'm making just a cut in the skin over towards the leg, away from the breast, because I want the skin to be with the breast. So I do that. I'm going to flip it over. I'm putting my hand inside that incision to kind of support it, and I'm taking this leg and bending it back to pop out that joint. Same thing on this side, putting my hand in there and pop out that joint. Now I can turn this up, and when I turn it up, you see that right there? It plumps that oyster. It's the greatest part of the chicken that not a lot of people know about. I'm going to come behind the oyster, making believe that my knife is a grapefruit spoon, digging that out so it stays with the thigh, and then I'm just riding the backbone right down to free up my leg and thigh piece. Same thing on this side. See if I can get it to show that plump up there again. Take my grapefruit spoon, dig in the oyster, it's like a little well, and then I'm just riding the bone straight back. Okay, now got this guy here. Every bird has a little t-shirt on. Do you see his little t-shirt? And that's whether it's a pigeon, a duck, a goose, a turkey, his little t-shirt. And I use his t-shirt sleeve as a guide for the next step, which is I hold this up, and I'm coming at the edge of his t-shirt there, and I'm just cutting into the bone. I like to just pick him up, spin him around. Okay? Find the t-shirt sleeve on the other side, cutting in and around. And now, where I've made that cut down to the bone, I'm going to take that and push it up towards the wing. Now, wing wants to go this way, so I bet you can guess which way I'm going to go with it. Other way, wings right off, no problem. To repeat, pushing the meat up to this joint. Joint wants to go this way, I'm going to go the other way. Pop that right out. Easy breezy. Okay? Now, this is what I'm left with. Okay? The breast here. And this is a little wobbly. I like to stabilize it a little. Palm the chicken and just crack those ribs, and it gives me a more stable work surface. And I'm going to come down here, either side of the breastplate. Just make a little incision on each side. Okay? And now, using the tip of my knife as my little detector, just the tip, just for a second, going in there. This is what I'm doing, just riding down like that. Okay? And then when I get down to here, I want to be careful. That bone that I worked so hard to keep on the breast, I want to make sure I cut back behind it. So now I'm left with this gorgeous, what we sometimes hear, airline breast. And also remember, way back in the beginning when I pinned the skin to the breast side as opposed to the thigh, that way I can pan-sear this and roast it, and I have excess skin that in cooking will shrink up and still cover the top of the meat. And then this bone will melt out, marrow and such in there, delicious. Give me a handle to cook with. We can take that, fold it over, truss it up. We can do lots of wonderful things with that. So now I will Same thing on the other side. Just the tip. Free that up. And it'll come down behind that bone again. There we go. So, I have 2 breasts here. I have my carcass that I'll save to make stock. I'm doing a bunch of other chickens. I have my pot here all ready to go. In it goes. Another thing I like to do, the tips. Not so fun to chew on, but awesome for stock. They have a lot of collagen in there, and they will help gelatinize your stock. So I'm just going to come in there and cut that off at the end. So these I save. When I just wait till I have enough of them to cook up, have some wings for whatever Super Bowl, SEC championship, something cool like that. Alright, these are legs. You can keep them and cook them like this. Depending on what I'm doing, I like to separate them. There's a little dimple in between the thigh and the leg there, and I can feel that dimple. I take just the tip of my finger and I can kind of feel it. When you find that, you should be able to cut effortlessly through to separate that, okay? If you're crunching down on it and you feel like you're cutting through bone, then you're not in the right spot. There's a natural separation in the joint there, and my knife just slides right through. And so now I have 2 thighs, 2 drumsticks, 2 wings, and my 2 bone-in breasts, and of course the carcass that I'm going to make stock out of. So that's what you do with the whole chicken. That's how you get several meals out of it, several different uses. Okay, so one more in real time. Slit the skin, dislodge, dislodge number 2, flip back, expose plump oyster, slide down the backbone, repeat, slide down the backbone, t-shirt, around and around and around, t-shirt, around and around and around, slide up to the joint, go the way the joint doesn't want to go, wings pop right off, flip it over, break rib cage, incision on either side of breastplate. Now let the tip of the knife do the work, sliding down the breastplate, free up the breast. Seeing to it I get behind the bone. I've worked so hard to keep with my breast. Repeat on the other side. Here we are, breast number 2. Saving this, turn it into liquid gold. I got 2 breasts, 2 wings. I'm going to pull the tip off, put that in with my stock. And then if you want to separate this, find the little dimple right through, drumstick. Same thing on the other side, find the dimple. Drumstick, drumstick, thigh, thigh, wing, wing, breast, breast. That's it. Easy peasy. Thanks again. This is Mike Lund from Mike Lund Food, and whenever I remember to make these impromptu, silly, ridiculous, yet useful videos, I'll try to remember to do it and post them on my website. Thanks. Bye.